It wouldn't matter to me if you did do violence on somebody. I ain't scared of shit.
There's a place in this town where kids learn the wrong things.
Stack of Dimes.
A place where they keep a vicious secret.
Stack of Dimes.
A place controlled by people who profit from pain.
Stack of Dimes.
Now, this town's vicious secret is exposed. There's only one thing to do. Get ready for
Stack of Dimes. Stack of Dimes. Stack of Dimes. Stack of Dimes.
Stack of Dimes. We are the podcast that really gets excited when there's a fight in high school because it'll be over in the church parking lot. And so then the church that runs things over there will be reminded of the high school that, oh yeah, we got a high school next door, and shit, they usually come over here to fight. You know what? We should do a potluck and bring them together. And so usually after the fight, maybe a couple weeks later, we'd have a potluck, and so we'd all go over there and we'd listen to the dude talk about Christ, but we'd have really bad like spaghetti casserole and shit like that. So
there's no such thing as a bad spaghetti casserole.
That's a good point. Did you not have that?
What's that?
You looked at me kind of weird when I was saying that.
It was very specific.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very specific podcast.
That is true, but I couldn't think of anything else. You said you were gonna. Well, we should say this. I don't know what the hell we're gonna talk about, but you have an idea. You have a story you've been holding on to that you've been waiting specifically
for. Like 2 weeks.
And I should say
it's happened like 2 weeks ago.
It's Roden, who's and we're in the Family Fun Center.
That's right.
But yeah, a couple weeks ago you said, "Hey, I got this story, but I want to save it for the show."
Yeah.
And so you at least said something about.
And now I don't know if it's good enough.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anything either. So.
When was the last time you were in a fight? Like an actual fight? Have you ever gotten into a fight as an adult?
No.
I should say.
Like actual...
Like a fist fight.
Like physical...
Physical...
No,
fight.
In my 20s, I sort of did with a guy from high school.
Yeah. But
it was more just drunken foolishness that we were both kind of drunk. And
was it Bikestra?
No, it wasn't. You wouldn't know this person. And it wasn't even a fight. He punched me and I punched him.
And you were both knocked out?
No, and it wasn't nothing. It wasn't anything like that. It was like, again, I dare you to, man. I dare you to. And then he did. And then I hit him back. And then
he hit you in the face?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. I've been punched twice.
I already had a black eye too.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I already had a black eye from sparring and kickboxing.
Yeah.
And so.
I have been punched twice in my life. In the face. One time, completely knocked out.
Really?
Yeah, woke up on the ground, on the street.
I didn't know
had to
that.
walk myself home. Yeah, that was in junior high.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, so before we started, you said I got a fisticuff story, and so the first thing that I thought of was I have not been in a fight. But what would be like something fight related, and that's a true ass story. We had a church across the street from our high school,
and that's where everybody, all the fights was in that.
Well, it was
lot?
always like, hey, they're gonna go fight over there, and we'd go over there, and it would like people would gather, and then you'd be waiting. And you're like, are they coming to fight, or like I guess it's not happening.
Yeah.
So it was always talked about. The rumor would make it around school.
Sure.
Whether it ever paid off was. Usually no, it didn't.
See, that was always the problem with fights in high school is that the word would get out and then the fight wouldn't happen.
Yeah, because they'd
just be like, well, obviously if I lose, I don't want everybody to see it, right? Both parties were probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
So, like, really, I mean, if you're in high school and you're listening to this, if you find out about a fight, don't tell anybody. Just go there by yourself.
But that's the thing though, is that both guys are trying to be tough as shit.
Oh, sure.
But really, neither one of them probably typically really wants to fight.
Nobody wants to fight.
And so then the word gets
unless
around.
Unless you're a psychopath.
Yeah, unless you're a psychopath. And, we all have that kid in school.
There was that one person.
That you're just like, he's a rabid dog, don't fuck with him.
Yeah, right.
Because he's looking for it all the time. But the thing I did fudge at that intro was it was the same church that had potlucks. I don't know if any bearing from the fights had anything to do with the potlucks, but I remember the first time someone was like, "Hey, we're going over to the church," and I was like, "What?" It was like lunchtime. Like, what do you mean? oh, they're doing a potluck over there. And I was like, you're just crashing a church's potluck? Like, no. They do this to get us over there. And I'm totally oblivious. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, they want to try to recruit us.
They want to recruit.
Yeah. And I said, but do you have to like sit and do stuff? It's like, no, one dude will give a sermon for like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And that's all you got. That's all your payment is to listen to that. And I said, well, all right.
Why even listen to it? Just go get some food and walk away.
You could leave and be rude.
Yeah, that would be pretty rude. Yeah.
But I was like, okay, well, I guess. And I went in there. I was like, it was fucking great, man.
Yeah, so you started going like every
whenever
Wednesday?
they had it, we'd like, yeah, let's go over there. And they'd have like I said, we always had like a giant crock pot full of
spaghetti casserole.
Big black cat just went walking by.
I fucking hate that cat.
With white booties.
Yeah, I hate that cat.
Is that the asshole cat you were telling me about?
That's asshole cat.
Yeah, I just saw it right out the window here.
That's asshole cat.
But yeah, like that spaghetti that's in a crock pot. That's just like...
Dude, there's something about that. I gotta say, there's something about that spaghetti, even if it's like kind of flavorless.
Yes,
like the because crock pots. I'm sorry. Have we had this conversation?
No,
before?
but
crock pots will cook the flavor out of everything.
How is it possible? How is that possible?
Because it's anytime you soak a meat for 8 hours straight, or 16 hours, or 12 hours, whatever. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That meat is not quote unquote tender. It is dry as shit.
It is crazy to me because all it is sitting in its own juices. So you'd think any flavor that would be lost would just be like soaked right back into it, but it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
That way.
It cooks it out of it. So you take the meat out, and it's just like shed all of its water weight.
It's nuts.
It's like basically it's like sticking a guy in a plastic bag when he's getting ready to wrestle the next day.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like you're sweating it out of you, right?
But oh man, but when you do that though, you have to like then take the sweatsuit off, and then you have to towel off. You have to. That's like
but that's on the outside.
But like
your insides no longer have the water.
That's
true,
in it. But the crock pot is
right?
like you got a lid on it. That's what's always crazy to me is like how does it.
Dude, I don't know.
You're right though.
I don't know the fucking chemistry behind it.
You're right.
I don't know the chemistry behind it, but. I swear to God, like there is, I will say there is one meal besides like spaghetti that my wife makes, and it's a meat. It's like a pot roast, but it is so doused in like ranch powder that it's like it can't not taste good, right? Because it's just absolutely covered and smothered in the shit, and it's beef too. Beef is a little bit more forgiving than like chicken, or any type of pork. You know, I don't know, dude. Crock pots are way fucking overrated.
Yeah,
but for a casserole, I don't know. I cannot remember a time where I had a casserole out of a crock pot and was like, I'm not taking one more bite of that shit.
Yeah.
I will eat all of it, no matter what.
Well, this church had plenty of all that and more. And it was a real treat.
Good for them.
It was a real treat. And that's why I'm a Christian today, too. So, yeah. So anyways, okay, so what's this story?
Okay, so a couple weeks ago, my eldest daughter went out with some friends. They went and saw the movie Obsession. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
Maybe refresh my memory.
A guy, I think it's like teenagers or young adults, whatever. A guy makes a wish that this girl that he knows would love him more than anything else in the world.
Who's in this?
His wish comes true. She gets like possessed by a demon. I don't know, just some no-name kids.
Okay, because I
think it's either a Blumhouse or an A24 movie or something like that, right?
Okay. I know there's a couple of these circulating right now.
Yeah. And then she ends up like loving him more than anything in the world and becomes like a psychotic killer.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, I am tasked with going and picking them up. Now, after the movie, they're like, hey, we need to go walk this off. They were at Thornton Place in Northgate, right?
Now, who was this? Sorry.
My eldest daughter and her group of friends.
And so like 4
or 5
kids. Okay.
Teenagers. And so my daughter's like, Dad, can we go to Target? we're just going to go walk around. We need to kind of walk this movie off for a little bit because it was nuts. And so I was just like, yeah, totally. I'll tell you what, I'll pick you up at like 9:30 or something like that, right?
So they're going to walk from Thornton Place to, or did
Yeah,
you
they go to
drop them
Target.
off at Target? Or
No,
what
they
did you-
just
okay.
walk over to
Okay.
Target. That's
And
not the
then-
point of the story.
Okay.
I'm just going to go
Got it.
pick them up at
Got it.
Target
Got
right,
it.
at a
Got
certain
it.
time. So I get there, right? And I know that I am not supposed to go inside, right? Like I have to wait for my daughter and her friends to come outside because if I go inside, it's very embarrassing.
Got it.
For whatever reason. So I'm standing outside, and right as I walk up, I'm texting my daughter. I say, okay, I'm here. Come out. I'm at the, whatever entrance.
And we should, for the people that don't live in this area, to paint you a picture of what this Target
It's
is.
elevated.
It's elevated. It's a it's
in
on
a
the
tower.
top. It's on the top 2 floors.
Top 2 floors of a building.
So you have to take stairs up there, elevators or
Yeah.
escalators,
Yeah.
and there's an adjacent parking garage that the levels go up alongside this Target. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Just painting you a picture. And so as I get to the door, right, there's a cop and a security guard, and they're posting up tight against the wall next to the door. And I was like, oh shit, I'm going to see something go down. Like they're about to pop a shoplifter. And sure enough, here comes this dude, fucking young guy, 2 backpacks on, right? Fucking comes to the door. The security guard fucking runs in to that kind of, what do you call that? Like a foyer or something like
Yeah,
that?
it's like an interstitial. It's like
yeah.
you
like
you
there's
enter
2
one
sets of
set of doors, and then there's the
Yeah, it's a security feature, I'm pretty
and then
sure.
the next set of doors will get you into the store. Yeah.
So he runs in there and grabs this dude, gets one of the backpacks, right? But this guy fucking jukes him and runs past him and starts beelining it towards me. The cop, tries to stand in front of him and spray him with mace, but there's too many other people around, so he doesn't get any mace out, right? And this guy starts barreling towards me, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do? And so I try to trip him. I stick my fucking
No
leg.
way.
Yeah. So I stick my leg out. He fucking jumps my leg, and then I reach out and I try to grab him by the collar.
Why? Are
I don't know.
so
I am
let's
full
stop.
on just reacting.
Okay, that's
to
what I
the
was going to say. Like you
situation, right?
don't. It was like it happened so quickly that you just
Split-
reacted to it.
Split second, I'm reacting to it, right? I don't get his collar, but I get the handle on the top of his backpack that he's still wearing. And it's around both of his shoulders, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to pull this guy down to the fucking ground. And so I just fucking yank, right? And he jukes me too and just slides out of his backpack. And then he runs over to his bike, which is parked just right there. It's
Like a
this is
bicycle?
Yes,
Or-
bicycle.
Oh my God.
And so this is the funny part. His bicycle is chained up. He chained his bicycle up. The shoplifter chained his bicycle up to the railing. And so he's
Quick
got to
getaway.
unlock this
But
fucking thing.
but he probably thought he's probably done this so many times, and that the rumors are in Seattle.
yeah. No,
no one stops you anymore. But
it's
so he's
ironic,
probably
right?
so yeah.
It's
That's
just
the
fucking
thing
ironic.
that's stopping him is
Yeah,
okay.
because he was afraid of his bike getting stolen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So he locked it up. But so anyway, so I now have his backpack, which is heavy as fuck. Like this guy was not just stealing candy bars or toilet paper or diapers. Like there
He's
was
probably
fucking
stealing goods,
merchandise in
to
here.
sell. That's
Yeah.
what a lot of those guys do.
And so I have his backpack and I was like, here you go. And I throw it over to the security guard. And this guy turns around and he looks at me and he goes, you motherfucker. And he just starts running to me.
The guy on the bike.
The shoplifter.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And I was like, fuck it. You know what? Let's do this. Like, I'm in the mood
Come
for it.
on.
And so, guess what my next fucking move is?
You kicked him.
No. I cocked my arms like Henry Cavill in fucking Mission Impossible.
No way.
I did.
Click clack.
Yes. Fucking cocked my goddamn...
What is the cop and the security guard doing at this
The
point?
cop is just standing there, And the security guards like, we got your shit, motherfucker. We got your shit. And the dude, and then so he starts running at me. And so I'm just like, okay, fuck it, man. Let's just do this. Like, it's time I get in a fight, I guess. Like, and I'm just, I've got some other stuff that's going on in my life right now that's really pissing me off, which you know about, which we won't bring up here.
Yeah.
But
it didn't take much to set you off.
yeah, I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of just sick of all this shit. So let's fucking go. And so I cock my arms and I just get fucking ready, dude. And I was like, okay, this guy's like probably a better fighter than me. So I got to get him in the chin. Like that's what's going in through my head because I just need to knock him straight in the fucking chin. Mm-hmm. And that'll probably put him out, And so
that's how it worked in Dazed and Confused. You sound like the guy in Dazed and Confused.
Oh, really?
He was like, it's usually the first guy that lands the punch anyway, or whatever, and it totally backfires on him.
Oh, really?
He lands it and then stands there, and the dude's like, "What the fuck?" and then beats the shit out of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that probably would have been the same thing that happened to me. But so he starts running directly at me, and luckily probably for me, the cop jumps in front of him and just fucking maces him down. Uh-huh. And he like steps back. He calls the cop an N-word.
Wow.
Like the straight word. Keep in mind the shoplifter is Latino.
Okay.
And the cop is like Filipino or something.
Okay.
Like not an N-word, not your typical person who would be called an N-word, right?
Yeah, there's some people in this world that choose that word to use for
Anyway, it just kind of like took me back a little bit. I was like,
wow.
Whoa, okay. And use the full like, the bad term.
Sure.
Right? Well, hard ER.
Sure. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the cop says, I'm not a N-word, hard ER.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, why are you saying it? You should have just said the fucking N-word. I'm not that. Yeah. Right? I'm Filipino or Hawaiian or
Pacific Islander.
I mean, gee, many Christmas.
Well, boy, we just really ran the gamut there. I have no idea which one this person is, but it doesn't matter really.
It doesn't matter. But anyway, so then the guy is just like, give me, that backpack has my phone in it. Give me it back. Give me it back. And like the guys are like, well, come on inside to the store. We got some paperwork for you to fill out. And then you can have your backpack back once we take our stuff out. And he's like, no, you guys are assholes, blah, 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 blah. And he's like looking at me and he's like flipping me off and stuff and rubbing his eyes because he's got mace in it and stuff. And I'm just standing there just kind of watching the show. I was a little bit like relieved, but also disappointed at the same time. Like I really just wanted to try to clock this guy in the fucking face.
I mean, I think you
ever felt that way?
Sure.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and then right at that moment too, where this guy's yelling the N-word and everything like that, I've got this whole group of teenagers that come out with my daughter.
Oh boy.
And I'm standing there and this guy, I don't know what this guy's going to do, right? Like he's like pacing around. They're not arresting him, right? They're just like, basically they're just like, hey, come in here and fill this paperwork out. We'll give you your backpack back or get the fuck out, right? Or keep walking. Yeah.
So clearly there must have been like he must not be lying about his phone being in there's something in that backpack
that he needs back. Probably his wallet. I mean, he didn't have anything in his pockets.
Okay.
So he had everything in his backpack. And so my kid and her friends come walking out, and there's other people that are just kind of like strolling by and stuff, but I'm getting a little nervous that this guy's going to do something, right? Because I took his backpack.
Is this on? So this is on that ramp?
It's on the concourse to the front door of Target.
Okay, and there's like two of those
elevated concourse.
Yeah, there's one on the lower level.
We're on the top.
Yeah, okay, got it.
And so, and so my kid just walks up with her friends, and like I look at my kid, and there's this dude and the police officer yelling at each other, and they don't even notice. They don't even notice what's going on. They see another group of kids like walks up, to them, and was like, they started talking to them, and I was like, you guys, stop right there. Quit walking. And they're like, oh, hi, Mr. Roden. Hi, Tatum's dad. And I was like, stop right there. Don't you guys see what's going on here? And they like all stop, and they're like listening for a second. And they're like, oh, what is going on here? And this guy's yelling and he's pacing and stuff. And I said, everybody scoot back and stand near the railing. Because I didn't want to go to the car, because the car is right there. And I was like, I don't want to let this guy see the car.
Yeah, right.
Because I don't know what he's going to do. By now, he's got his bike unlocked. And like, if he's going to like roll past us as we're trying to take off or pull out, and he's kicking it and whatever.
Taking the bike lock and bashing your window in with it.
I don't want that happening. So I told him to stand back and stuff. And it was so surreal and weird. And dude, by the time he left, he finally just took off on his bike. And by the time
they
I got
never
back to
even
the
got
car,
him to go inside. So
no, he left.
So
he
then
just left his
apparently
shit.
He didn't have a phone in there. Or anything.
Well, I don't know, maybe, because I think what he thought is like he's going to go inside and that's where he's going to get arrested.
Right.
They're not going to let him out of the room or whatever. So it was very strange, and I got into the car, got the kids in the car because I was giving a whole bunch of kids rides home, and they were like, "What just happened?" And I was like, "Your dad almost just got in a fist fight." And they were like, "Oh, what?" And so I told them what happened, and like when the kids goes, "Oh, you're a badass." So that felt good.
Yeah,
that felt good. Yeah. But yeah, dude, it was nuts. It was nuts. Like I was ready to rock, man. It probably would have been like Days Confused. I would have just gotten decked and
you don't remember
I would have been laying out on the floor. I haven't seen that movie for a long time, but I was thinking about it recently.
He he pumps himself up and he runs over, like he comes over and just like,
oh, that's the nerdy guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But he gets the shot off first, but then didn't really anticipate.
This guy was not as big as that guy, as that character.
Yeah. No, I've never gotten in a fight. I usually find my way up, like a way of talking them out of it, or that's usually what happens.
Hey man, let's hug it out.
No, I'm just, my go-to is always like insert my age here and the place that we're at.
Yeah. So
what I usually say is, dude, I'm fucking 47 years old. I'm not fighting you at the rickshaw. And that usually kind of brings them like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Whereas one of our friends will remain nameless.
Yeah.
Instantly like throws a punch or a headbutt or whatever.
I've been there a few times.
Yep. Witnessed it. Yeah.
I don't know if I ever saw him actually go through with one of it, but or through with the full course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been there where things got a little tense sometimes, and I think I broke one up.
Oh, I'm sure you probably did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked into the Rickshaw, which is a famous Chinese food restaurant here in Seattle.
Famous.
Very famous.
For its Chinese food.
For its Chinese food, yeah. No, it's famous for having karaoke 7 days a week.
And really just terrible drinks.
Yeah, pretty
the
terrible.
Worst bottom shelf liquor you can find in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and a weird layout too. So
such a weird layout.
So,
but I love it for some reason. I love that bar area so much.
So many, many years ago, I came in there with a friend.
Yeah.
And when we walked in, the KJ, the guys running the karaoke, saw us and was like, "Oh, hey guys," blah blah, and like kind of greeted us as we came in. Now, while this was going on, there was a person singing. Right.
Okay.
And there's no real stage there. It's like it's kind of a dance floor where they push tables aside.
Right.
And so
isn't it elevated now? Don't they have a little?
I don't know.
They have a little step up.
Been a while since I've been in there. So, but this was way back when. Yeah. And the KJ says, "Hey, how are you guys doing?" And starts talking to us. And then the friend goes to the bathroom, and I go walking towards the bar, and a guy goes, what did he say? He's like, real nice fucking asshole. And I said, excuse me? And he said, someone's singing a song. Real nice being an asshole talking while they're singing. And I said, oh, yeah, no, the KJ was the one that was talking to me. He wanted to say hi or whatever. And he goes, I don't give a fuck what it was. You're a rude asshole. And I said, okay. I go, fuck you. And then I walked over to the bar. And then he followed me to the bar. And
Maybe that was future me.
Maybe it was. And he got in my face and he said, oh, you think you're a tough guy? And I said, look, dude, I'm not going to fucking, insert my age here. I don't know.
Yeah.
37. I'm not going to fight you in the fucking rickshaw. Friend who was in the bathroom comes out of the bathroom, sees what's going on. And he comes up and goes, what's going on? And he turns to him and goes, none of your fucking business. Your buddy here thinks he's a tough guy. And then he says, I can't remember what this person said to this guy, but he said something like, fuck off or whatever. And he goes, oh, you're a fucking tough guy too? And the next line was, you don't know who you're fucking talking to, and a headbutt right in the chin. Launched the guy backwards into a table. Yeah. Knocked the table over like in a movie. All the music stops.
Yeah.
And immediately the door guy comes over and grabs my friend, bear hugs him from behind and goes, you got to leave.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I know. So we didn't even have a drink. So we both leave, and the guy's laying on the ground holding his like face, laughing and pointing at us. Ha ha, you have to leave. Ha ha. That was, yeah.
Meanwhile, inside, that guy's going, oh, fuck.
And the person and the friend that was going for the headbutt was trying to headbutt him in the nose. But missed and hit him right on the chin, which then I would say it might have been worse for the dude because it launched his ass like backwards into a table.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I'll bet you his jaw friggin' hurt the next day. Because that's a movement your chin is not supposed to take.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
straight inwards.
Yeah, that's why guys get knocked out in boxing.
Yeah.
Right. They call it the button, dude. Okay, so what is the other one where you were knocked out cold?
Oh, so that was in. I'm pretty sure I've told this story before.
I don't know. I would have remembered you being knocked out.
So I was on the school bus. Okay, and my friend Carly is sitting way up in front of me or ahead of me.
Sorry, did you say what? How old were you at this point?
This must have been 7th grade, 8th grade.
So 13, like 14.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Carly's sitting way, way ahead of me with her boyfriend, right? And I was the loudmouth, if you can believe it. I was always the loudmouth kid, always cracking jokes, people slinging stuff at me, I would sling it back, whatever.
Right.
And I made a joke about Carly and her boyfriend, making out in the seat or something like that. And she was like, kiss my ass, Aaron. And I said, what acre?
Wow.
Yeah. Real mean. Shit. I think she knew I was joking, but it cut.
Where'd you get that one? What acre?
Oh, I think it was from a movie.
I was going to say, that's got to be
It's got to be from, Revenge of the Nerds 5. Or something. I don't know. But I said, what acre? And then her boyfriend turns around and was like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Did you know this guy?
Yeah, totally. And I was like, ooh, tried to play it off And so I get to my bus stop. I get off the bus, and this guy follows me off the bus along with a bunch of other kids because they want to see the fight, right? He gets up in my face, and he's like, you apologize. And I was like, dude, I was just kidding. I've known Carly since we were we have a picture together of us as babies in the same radio flyer, right? It was just a joke. I'm not gonna, And so he gets right up into my face.
You probably should have apologized.
I probably should have just apologized. Of course. I mean, looking back on the situation,
you don't deserve to get punched. I don't think, but
No, it was a mean joke.
Sure.
It was a mean joke. I took it too far. This is all on me, by the way.
Yeah, but do you deserve to get physically assaulted over this?
Probably not.
But it's
Also, I'm a kid.
13, 14,
Yeah. Right? This shit kind of happens. And so he gets up right into my face, like straight up into my face, right? And I'm now trying to be tough. And I just go, you know what, James? Your breath stinks.
Uh-oh.
And then I wake up on the ground.
No way.
My Thomas Kolb is helping me to my feet. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I turn around and everybody is filing back onto the bus.
What is the driver just stopped and didn't even...
driver was just stopped there because he can't get off, legally cannot get off the bus, right? And he didn't want to leave a bunch of kids like there. Like, I don't know if he probably just didn't know what the fuck to do.
You think he was on his CB, like going breaker,
I have no
breaker,
idea. I have no idea, dude.
Hey, back at the bus barn here, y'all. Look out now. We got a fight going on.
I was completely blacked out, so I have no idea. So Thomas Kolb helps me to my feet. He goes, "You okay, man?" And I was like, "What the fuck happened?" Like, I don't even nothing hurt.
Yeah.
It was just like my knees were a little scraped up, and I had gravel in my hands because I must have like caught myself before I like straight up hit the ground, right? But like I got dirt all over me and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? And so apparently, like, he just fucking got me right in the chin, or it was either in the chin or it was in the temple.
Yeah.
And I just went boom, lights out, hit the ground. And then apparently he started coming at me again. Like he was gonna just keep going. And then Thomas, thank God Thomas was there, because Thomas is like, at that age was already like 6 foot tall, right? And he pulled this kid James away and was like, that's enough. Like, get back on the bus. And everybody got back on the bus. And then Thomas went and got back on the bus. And I just remember like walking home just going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I like trying to remember, right? Like still to this day, nothing.
Well,
There's nothing there.
Because you
right?
were knocked the fuck out.
Knocked the fuck out. Got home, immediately call my dad, who's still at work, like latchkey kid, right? So it's like parents are gone. And I'm just, yep, exactly, dude. It's like, I got knocked out, I got punched in the face.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah. And get on the bus the next day, right? And the bus driver looks at me and goes, Aaron, I'm really sorry. I couldn't do anything. Like, I hope you understand. Like, legally, I can't get off the bus when there's kids on the bus. And I was like, yeah, I get it. And he's like, you're sitting here now. I got in trouble. And so did James. James had to sit in the seat, like basically right across from me. And guess what happened after that?
You became good friends.
Me and James, thick as fucking thieves.
Yeah. Well, but he set you straight though, dude.
Yeah, he was my alpha, of course. Like I got everything for him. Hey, James, would you like some water? Yeah. No.
Yeah, I've never been knocked out. I've done the you know the whole where you breathe in, breathe out really quickly, and you like. Do you know this move? You go.
Oh, where you make yourself pass out.
And then you have someone you know. I did that deal, and that was no, thank you. That was
I did that once too.
A weird experience.
It was in grade school. What was, oh God, it must have been maybe 4th grade or something like that. Because we had recess, right? And I was out at recess with a couple of guys, a couple of other kids. And I was like, check this out. I can make my face really red.
Oh, shit.
And so I held my breath, right? And then I pushed all the blood to my head.
Yep.
Right? And I just remember waking up in the pea gravel. and both of the other kids were standing there and like, yeah, dude, you got really red and then you just fell over.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I got up and I was like, what happened? Like, how did I end up on the ground?
Me and JD and Blaine had heard about that this could happen. And if you just like, it's the same sort of thing as I don't know if it's
Hyperventilating.
you're hyperventilating because I don't think you're not cutting off the blood to your head because you're not choking. It's not like a submission hold in Brazilian jiu-jitsu where you're cutting off the arteries or whatever, and then which I've never done that either. Mm-hmm. But I would imagine like it's the same losing consciousness is like the same kind of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were like up in JD's bedroom and we were like, okay, let's try this thing out. And I remember he was the first to go out.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a joke at first. Like he was like, oh, you just went like completely. This is the other thing that you don't realize in this sort of thing. You see in movies. Stiff. Yes. Once he got on the ground, I don't recall if he got stiff, but he was at 1,000-yard stare and he went, like with his mouth open.
Yes.
And I was like, what the fuck? Right?
Yes.
And so what's funny about that is there was a time where JD also, he had like a trick shoulder.
Yeah.
So we would be hanging out or something and he was like sitting a certain way on his couch, like his parents' couch. And he'd like post his arm, like his elbow up to move. And it would pop out. His shoulder would like pop out. And so he'd be like talking to you like, man, that's pretty cool how they shot that or whatever. And then he like in mid-sentence, he'd go, fuck. And then you'd go, and I look over and he's just 1,000 yards staring at the couch, like making this noise.
Oh my God.
Scary as shit. I'd have to like grab him and like, dude, like wake him up.
Oh.
He's like, fuck. And he'd get me like, my shoulder just fucking, and that, he would pop his shoulder out and then he'd immediately pass out from the pain.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yikes, dude.
Yeah.
That's scary.
I should ask him if that, like in adulthood, if that's ever happened.
We one night, the closest friend that I had in the world, his name was Brian Morgan, right? And Brian had this like much older brother who was in high school when we were in junior high, and or he must have started high school when we were like in 6th grade, maybe. But so his older brother taught Brian how to like choke somebody out.
Yeah.
With his like putting the the crook of your elbow up against somebody's like neck.
Yeah.
And then,
rear naked choke, bro.
Yeah, rear naked choke.
Modified rear naked choke.
And so he showed us this and he was like, yeah, I can make you pass out. And he's like, it's really crazy. Like my brother did it to me and stuff. And it's like, you're kind of awake, but you're kind of asleep at the same time. And I was like, well, I want to try that. And so we're up in my parents' bedroom. Like both of our sets of parents are down having dinner and just, having
you guys are knuckle fucking around while the parents are down.
We're messing around. Yeah. Me and my little brother and Brian are just fucking around. We're watching TV up in my parents' bedroom. And so Brian tries this thing on me, right? And then all I remember is like going down like this, and I'm still seeing the TV happen, but it's like in a dream, and I'm just stiff as a board, like laying there, just going like. And then I tried to do it. Brian's like, "Hey, try me now." When I finally came to, he's like, "What was it like?" And I was like, "Dude, that was really cool."
Oh God, I hated it.
Really?
I came to, and both of them, like I'm on the ground, and it's almost like, to me, it was like, like what, kind of sound in your head.
Yeah.
Like, and then they're looking at me, and I'm like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah.
No, what I was gonna say was, I remember when JD went out. In like a movie, when someone passes out, people like catch them and gracefully put them on the ground.
Right.
When someone goes complete dead weight limp,
yeah,
it is like the hardest thing in the world to try and control. Like, they just like drop through your hands. Their knees bend all weird.
Yeah.
You're like, oh Jesus, man. Like
then you really find out how much like 120 pounds weighs.
Yeah.
Yikes,
yeah. That's
man.
Yeah, so no one's ever. I mean, obviously in kickboxing, I've taken some shots where I've seen stars, especially like a kick to the head or a punch, and like bing, and then instantly see literally the stars, little tingles all around you, and you trying to like gather your shit, but never fully knocked out.
Yeah, my mouth has gotten me into a few jams.
Yeah.
you know, as one can imagine. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that other friend I was talking about that that did that headbutting situation, his mouth has got him to points where blows are thrown.
Yeah, yeah. It's never gotten me to that point as an adult. Because I think, you know,
like
especially
learned your
like back
lesson?
as a kid, like, you know, like if you're a sarcastic kid like I was, right? It doesn't go well,
Yeah.
right? Because you don't know how to use sarcasm yet.
Yeah.
You just think you're being smart and funny, and nobody else really gets it, you know? Because
Yeah.
you're not good at it yet. You haven't really learned how to use that.
Do you think you got good at it?
No. But I think people realize that, like, oh, this guy thinks he's being funny. Right.
And then they feel stupid.
And then or they're just like, that guy's a jackass.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I guess I was kind of a smart ass, maybe a little bit in high school. I'm sure there's somebody that's like, that guy was an asshole to me.
Yeah.
Which I apologize if I was. But I don't think I was that. You know, there's always those guys that were mean-spirited, funny, like doing jokes at a person's expense or
yeah.
whatever. I don't feel like that was
I
me.
think I was that kid.
Yeah.
Like I remember back to it, and I think I was probably that kid. Now, I don't think I knew it at the time.
Yeah, but now you
because
look back
I
on it.
always felt aggrieved, you know. But I think, like, thinking back on it, I think I was that kid. I was a bit of an asshole.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not that anymore.
Was that sarcasm? Have you learned how to use sarcasm yet?
No, not yet. No. What else is going on? What did you said you wanted me to talk about that Grogu
Well, you
movie?
just went and saw. Yeah, let's switch gears here real quick. You went and saw the Grogu Mandalorian movie.
Yeah, I
right?
did. I sure did.
What'd you think?
It was fine.
Quick. Like,
it was fine. I mean, it's like 3 episodes of that show stitched together.
Yeah.
It's basically what it is.
did it get any better?
I saw
because
it-
I remember the last season of that show was fucking pretty terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. No, it didn't get any better. Would I say that it was awful? Nah. Was it great? No.
It was it just was.
But the look of it even looked like the show. Like you did not. I didn't.
Oh,
feel like,
really?
I saw it in 3D. Of course, you know me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
offered, and the whole time I thought this just does not have the look of a major motion picture.
really,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's just like it's fine. I hate to say that, but like that is exactly what it was. Unnecessary
Yeah.
would be the feeling. Like it's just kind of like, look, they're off on a couple more adventures. You don't really learn anything.
So is this
new.
the end of
No.
that storyline?
Not that I no.
Oh, really? So they're gonna do what? More of the show or more of the movie?
I have no idea. I
Or
mean,
more
they didn't send it
movies.
up as any sort of ending.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't any sort of like amazing revelation or a goodbye or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what's odd about it too is you have a TV show that's been or a streaming show that's been on for 3 seasons now, and now you expect people to be like, "Oh yeah, I'll pay a premium price for that."
Yeah.
Even though I've been able to get it from home for the last 3 seasons.
I will say that's what I'm planning on doing with it.
You're just going to wait,
I'm
right?
just gonna wait until
Yeah.
it comes to the streaming to
As you
Disney
should.
Plus, and then I'm gonna watch it on that
As you should.
because I don't think I need to see it on a big screen.
No.
And it sounds like I don't because
wish
if it looks like the fucking show, then I really don't.
I wish I could say that it was like, oh man, this looked so good. But I have to say, like, I think out of all of the iterations of this thing, the first season was the best looking.
Yes. Yeah.
But they've slowly, it's almost like Taco Bell. They've started tweaking things a little bit as the seasons have gone on.
And shitification.
Yeah. Yep.
They enshitified it.
They shitified it.
Do you think it has anything to do with that big screen that they use to do all the like scenery shots?
Probably that the void or whatever the hell that thing is. What's that thing called?
I have no idea.
Yeah, the
But
big
it's the
wraparound
big digital
yeah. You
wraparound
can
screen
be
that they film
anywhere.
in front of.
It's amazing. You can real time be anywhere.
Yeah.
But also,
Because did they have that in the first season?
I don't think they
I don't think they did, right?
I don't think they did, no.
And it looked better.
It did look better, yeah. Yeah.
Just doing the CGI stuff.
And the crazy thing is about this Grogu movie is they do the whole, it's in large premium formats and in 3D and in an IMAX and all that stuff. And so I don't know what goddamn version I went and saw. I just was like, I want to see one of the 3D showings. And it was the one that was available at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like, because like most of that shit, there's not very many 3D showings. So to even catch one in the evening versus during the day, they always want to show the 3D showings at like 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, why is that?
Probably because nobody goes to it. There was 4 other people in the theater.
Really?
4 other people. I couldn't get...
Did you get a screener?
No, I did not.
Ticket? Oh.
I did not. They did not offer one.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Huh. So, but it was doing some weird... It wasn't an IMAX screening.
Yeah.
But it was opening up. So it would be like the what do you call it? The aspect ratio.
Okay.
So some of the action scenes would start and it would take up the full screen, and then it would go back to a dialogue screen, and it would slim back down. Like, so it was some sort of quote unquote premium format that I was watching, I guess. And which is even more, it was in 3D. It was some sort of premium format, and was still like, this doesn't look great.
Yeah.
Which is wild to me.
That is wild. Yeah, that's nuts, man.
Yeah, I wish I could like say more, but
that's too bad.
Like if you're into that and you were like, oh, it might be interesting to go see it in the theater, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you think you're going to be missing something by not seeing it in the theater,
yeah,
you're not.
Yeah.
You're not.
That's unfortunate, dude. Like all those freaking Star Wars shows, like that they did, like the Obi-Wan and the Boba Fett one and stuff. Like they're just so bad.
They're bad. They're forgettable.
They're not well done.
No.
They're slow.
Yeah,
in the scenes they're slow. In the action scenes they're slow, and then in there was that infamous like scooter chase thing in the Book of Boba Fett that was so
directed by
weird.
Robert Rodriguez, ladies and gentlemen.
Really?
That episode was directed.
I'm pretty sure
it was. Yeah,
man, that's insane.
With the stupid like the
tricked out
speeder bike Vespas or whatever the fuck they were.
Yeah,
real dumb.
Oh my god, it's so dumb.
There is so much of that garbage that's utterly forgettable between the streaming Marvel products and Star Wars products on Disney Plus.
I think the streaming Marvel products were way better.
I don't know if I would say way better, but definitely there's better. They have a better track record of more watchable.
I remember the Loki one was pretty good.
I never even saw the second season.
I did. I didn't either.
Yeah, they quietly came and went. Did you watch a goddamn Moon Knight? I did.
No, I didn't watch that one.
So, are you sure?
I guess I'm not. But like the ones that were on Netflix before, like they really started, like Disney Plus like took over.
Yeah,
or Disney took over.
Daredevil and
the
Jessica
Punisher
Jones
and stuff.
or whatever.
Those were good. Those were really good.
I tried. I couldn't get into them. I don't know.
There's this guy that I just started working with. He just got hired on. I can't remember his name, so we'll call him Dan.
Sure.
That actually might be his real name.
Oh, I know Dan.
I don't know. But he was never a Star Wars fan, and him and his wife just watched Andor. Both seasons of Andor. And they were like, yeah, it was really good. And I was like, okay, so now
don't watch any of the other stuff.
You have to watch Rogue One.
Oh, yeah.
And
I thought you were going to say, like, I thought other series. I would just say,
don't
watch any of the other series.
Yeah.
Because
I did tell him that.
None of the other ones are like it.
The only thing you need to watch, I was like, have you ever seen the original trilogy? He said, no. And I was like, you're kidding me. Okay, so you just watched Andor. Now you have to watch Rogue One. And straight after Rogue One, you have to watch the first Star Wars movie. And he said, that's actually our plan. We're gonna do that. And I said, all right, dude. Well, I'm excited for you. And so it's been this kind of running joke where I'm like, did you do it yet? Did you do it? And he's like, no, man, I have small kids. Like, we got to wait until Saturday. And I was like, all right. And he came to my desk today and he was like, hey, we're doing it. We're doing it tomorrow.
So they're watching Rogue One.
They're watching Rogue One tomorrow night, Saturday.
Did you watch Rogue One after watching Andor?
No. Oh, yeah. I mean,
because I immediately after the
second season, yes.
popped in and
Yes.
I watched most of it. I didn't watch all of it.
Uh-huh.
And boy, tonally and everything, it's very different.
I didn't think it was different enough.
Oh man,
to like make a huge like, you know, difference in my mind about the story or anything like that.
Yeah. You can't watch it in that order. You have to watch it in the order of release, like most of this stuff. Because that's
why do you think what in your mind was so different?
Because that's built as a standalone.
Yeah.
And you're treated as these characters that you're just meeting for the first time.
Yes, that is true.
And the way that story unfolds is they're kind of slowly letting you discover things about them, but not really. Mm-hmm. But then you've just got, if you go and watch the series and then watch it, you're like, oh, but wait, he did this thing with that one thing. So why does this even matter when he kills this guy? He's killed several people at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so the thing that in that movie, like the first scene where you see him kill that informant, it's very poignant in the movie.
Yes.
And they make it a point to be like, wow, these are real stakes. This guy actually kills people. But if you watch it after watching the series, you're like, yeah, duh. Guy murdered. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that doesn't work.
Well, it changes it a little bit, but I don't think it changes it that much.
So, but what I think is you watch the movie first, then go to the series.
Then go to the series to kind of see the backstory.
Because there, in no way are you losing anything that way.
No,
That's
you're not.
the way it's intended.
No. Yeah, sure.
But that's the same bullshit that people get into over the prequels and the sequels and all that nonsense.
Yes, fine. But you're talking about a guy that has never watched any Star Wars at all, right? And he just comes to me after just starting to work. Like, I couldn't tell him, well, you kind of fucked up because you watched the series first.
No, I understand, but you were the one that promoted the fact that he should go and watch. Well, you got to watch Rogue One now. And it's like, well, it's kind of will be a letdown a little bit.
Oh, I don't think it'll be like that.
Yeah, a little bit.
That movie is still so well done. Like, I'm excited to hear what he thinks about it.
Okay, well, and now that we've taken this into crazy nerd dipshit territory, that every fucking million podcasts out there.
I want to punch you so bad. Okay. I just want to punch you so bad. I'm going to cock my fucking
cock it. Go ahead, cock away. If someone was to come to you now, and say, I'm thinking about getting into Star Wars, where should I begin?
I would tell them to start with Rogue One. That is by far like my favorite Star Wars movie.
Even of the original trilogy.
Mm-hmm. It goes Rogue One, Empire, New Hope.
That's a pretty bold statement.
Jedi. Yeah. Out of the movies.
Yeah.
Huh. I think out of all of it, it would probably be Rogue One, Empire, Andor series, New Hope, Return of the Jedi, and then the first of the newest movies.
So you would say
Force Awakens.
So if someone comes to you and says, "Okay, I've never seen any Star Wars. Obviously, I'm aware of it because of just through pop culture and living in life. I Luke, I'm your father. People they know that sort of shit, and they're like, I want a starting point. You would say Rogue One.
I would say Rogue One, and then just with the caveat that, like, okay, start with Rogue One, but realize that once you continue with I'd say stay away from the prequels altogether. You don't need to watch those at all. Like, but at least watch the original series, the original 3 movies, in order. But just realize that those movies were made a very long time ago. So if you do watch like A New Hope directly after Rogue One, like it's going to be a big jump, backwards in technology and how the movie was made and how even like Darth Vader fucking like wields a lightsaber.
Sure. I would always say you have to start with the original
series and then go backwards, like watch a prequel.
Yeah, I think I couldn't say start with a Rogue One, but I could say get to a Rogue One before you get to the prequels or whatever. Like I wouldn't say do it in the order of release.
Yeah.
I think the only ones that applies for me is you go through the original trilogy and then from there, you can start mixing things up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. And so, I mean, both you and I and most other people that are, engaged in this conversation right now
Hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl. Very
Glad
much.
you're still hanging on.
Yeah. Very much so, like, knows that story backwards and forwards, right? So you can, like, somebody like that, we can pop in any movie out of any of the series and just be fine with it.
Yeah.
Right? I like, and I've even done this with all the Marvel movies when I had COVID real bad, right? I watched all of them in order.
Of release?
Not of release.
Of
chronological, right?
Yeah, which is, I've seen the roadmap that you can go and do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so I did that, and I kind of like doing that.
Okay.
I do like a chronological order. So that's just me.
It is enticing.
It's not for everybody.
It is enticing until you attempt something like that, and then you realize,
and then you notice like things that don't line up.
It don't make sense.
Yes.
Even.
Yeah.
So like even if you're watching a Rogue One, there's so many of these callback fucking stupid Easter eggy bullshit in there that will not make sense to you. And even if you've run through this original trilogy first for the first time, you probably still won't get the callbacks.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Because a lot of that crap is like calling back to moments that have become iconic.
Right.
In the fandom.
It's fan service.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we took care of that. Go see The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I'm really glad we've had the conversation that we've had 8 billion times on this show.
It's really good. And if you're wondering about that Masters of the Universe, I saw that too.
You saw that?
I saw a press screening.
That looks like a fucking AI fever dream.
I saw a press screening of that, and my one sentence review or whatever would be
dog shit.
No, it would be as vapid and silly as the cartoon and toys. They also like to think that they're being smart by being self-aware.
Oh God!
So that will take care of the like that will give you it'll give it a pass.
Yeah. Of the silliness.
Yeah, but it's actually not that bad.
What?
Yeah. It's kind of horrible. It is horrible, like for me, but if you're a fan of it, I could see how you'd like it. I was not a fan of Masters. I didn't play with the toys. I hated the cartoon.
Yeah.
I didn't like anything about Masters of the Universe. But as I was watching it, I was thinking, if I was a fan of this would probably be working for me right now.
Yeah. I always thought it was weird that the toys, they were so muscular. They had nipples.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, you're right.
Fucking nipples, dude.
And I was usually obsessed with like muscle-bound drawn superheroes and shit.
Yeah.
It really is amazing that I just could not get into He-Man.
Yeah.
The size of them didn't fit with my Star Wars shit. The stupid squishy heads out of rubber.
Oh yeah.
Didn't like
they had
that.
rubber heads.
And the rumor, and I don't know, there's probably someone that's pulling their hair out right now listening to us talk about something that we don't really know that much. The rumor was they were going to make Conan toys, that they're getting ready to do that, but then realized how violent of a movie that was or something to that extent, or the licensing fell through, and they were like, you know what if we just do our own thing, and let's mix it with a little bit of like Conan type sword and
Yeah,
sorcery,
yeah.
but then mix it with space, so it's also like Star Wars. And that's how they came up with that weird. That's the rumors that I've
Really?
heard before. Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense.
yeah,
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Huh.
I'll tell you this about that goddamn movie though. That watching it, there is a giant raccoon walked right up to the window right now.
Yeah? Is he just staring at you?
He's staring right at me. Come on, bud. That was bizarre, dude.
He's going to attack you.
Giant raccoon, like
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We've got in the Roden Family Fun Center, just to set the scene here, we've got 2 massive windows on either
windows.
side. Big windows that look out into like my
A fence, your
backyard,
backyard
and
fence.
then kind of like this wooded area in the backyard.
Well, earlier that
And,
cat came up, and I thought
yeah.
it was Chase, and it was some black cat, and then now this, I was like, oh, the
Yeah.
cat's back, and I
It's
looked.
a regular. This is nature's highway back here.
What's wild
in my
is
backyard.
if this window wasn't here,
Yeah.
it was like I could pet it. Mm-hmm. It was that close.
Yeah, they come
And
up to our
and it
they come
stared
up
right
to our
at me.
bedroom door and they just sit there and they stare at us when we're sleeping.
When you're
sometimes.
having sex, they jerk off a little bit. They're watching you
Well, they do have thumbs.
with their little hands.
Yeah, they're little
How
raccoon
do you
hands.
feel about that?
It's fucking weird, dude.
You know what? They're watching you.
It's weird. It's weird.
No,
Yeah.
they're not watching Maraid. They're watching you. Well,
Yeah.
that was weird. I don't know. Wow, that really got me off focus there. That was bizarre.
I remember going to. Do you remember when there was
what
a
was it? Wait,
He-Man-
wait. I did have a point
Oh,
there. What was
oh,
my point?
I don't know.
Where was I at on there? Oh,
There was
no.
Conan.
Before you were talking about AI.
Yes.
As I left, I thought it's a good thing there was a couple of actors that I recognized in there.
Oh, because you would have thought it was AI.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know I don't know who the guy playing He-Man was.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry if he's in some TV series on, but Alder Elba or whatever his name is. Idris Elba.
Yeah.
He, I know him. There's a handful of people that I knew, and so I was like, okay, at least I know that this isn't completely AI.
Because the trailer that I've seen, or trailers, I've seen 2. Mm-hmm. They do. Excuse me.
Wow.
They do look like. I mean, it just looks like AI.
Bright.
It just it's weird. It's bright. It's very
smooth
and computerized.
Yep.
You know, it just looked.
This one not
real.
that I could see was not available in 3D.
Yeah.
I don't know what large premium formats it's
Yeah.
available in. But yeah, it was the look of it was very.
Yeah. So back in the 80s, they had a full length He-Man movie that came out. It was cartoon.
There was a cartoon.
Mm-hmm. It was a cartoon movie, and it was in theaters. It was He-Man the movie. It's where they introduced She-Ra.
Are you serious? I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. And so we went to it. We went to the premiere. There was a premiere at Bremerton, at the theater in Bremerton, and they had 2 people, a real life She-Ra and a real life He-Man
Oh,
that
really?
were in the concourse, and then you could like walk up and like say hi and take pictures with them and stuff.
Huh.
And I always remember that because like She-Ra was smoking hot, and talk about a little Roden boner
Well, let me tell you,
when I went in there.
if you go and see this movie,
Yeah.
don't leave in the credits because there's a little halfway credit deal.
Oh, is She-Ra shows up?
I'm not
Oh,
saying
maybe.
anything. Huh?
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who plays She-Ra?
They don't show.
Oh.
And I think they
They just show like a long, slender leg.
No,
and
it's
then
like a
thigh gap and a butt.
it's like a like a side profile up against light, so it's like you're just almost seeing like the silhouette.
Gotcha.
And then you see like the jewel in the sword, and then she like turns her head, so again just a silhouette, and then she says a line, and I swear I think it's just the voice actor that did the cartoon.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they wanted to.
They're like, well, let's see how this does.
Yeah, they can't pitch something that they're not
Right.
possibly going to pay off. So, yeah, it's and the other thing is Brian May of Queen helps out with some of the soundtrack, and the main theme is The Darkness, which hurts my heart.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's The Darkness with Brian May. They do a song for it.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh boy.
So it's not I Believe in a Thing Called Love?
No, it's like a new song for Masters of the Universe. And they play some Queen from Highlander. They play one of the theme songs or one of the main songs from Highlander in it. It's got that stupid...
Yeah, here it is. She-Ra was officially introduced in the 1980s via the animated theatrical film He-Man and She-Ra, The Secret of the Sword, which premiered in U.S. theaters on March 22nd, 1985.
Crazy. Huh.
That movie served as the pilot for her dedicated spin-off television series She-Ra, Princess of Power.
So did you consumed this stuff? You liked Masters of the Universe and you liked She-Ra?
I liked it okay. Like I remember not being super obsessed with it, but I had a bunch of the toys.
You might actually like this.
I don't know.
You might actually
because I don't really remember anything of it.
Okay, well then
like
never mind.
the main thing I remember is just like the toys.
Who was your
they
favorite
had
toy?
nipples, and then like I got to see a real life She-Ra and a real life He-Man.
What was your favorite
release.
toy from that?
My favorite toy?
Yeah,
Man, probably Castle Grayskull. I think.
the
actual
character.
castle.
What was your favorite character?
I don't know if I really had one.
Oh, well then you've got
Probably
no
maybe Skeletor.
Okay.
Because he was cool
Do
looking.
you see who plays Skeletor in this?
No.
You and everyone else's favorite,
Who?
old Jared Leto.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
God.
He's just the voice. I mean, it's a CG fucking
yeah.
stupid thing.
You know, the funny thing is that he holds himself in such high regard as being such a crazy, such a
artist.
good actor.
He's an artist.
actor. But he plays the dumbest fucking role. He's
Yep.
in the dumbest movies.
Yeah.
The dumbest movies.
Yes,
You're
sir.
fucking Skeletor and He-Man, dude.
It's Masters of the Universe. It's not
Jesus
He-Man.
Christ.
It's called the Masters of the Universe.
You're a fucking you're a dipshit, like a joker that nobody likes in the worst version of Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Get over yourself.
Yeah. Well, all right,
that
there
guy.
you go. I think that's going to do it.
There you go.
There you go.
We did it.
You know, the thing with that stupid movie, too, is it's got that humor that's that kind of Marvel humor now.
Everybody's trying. Everybody's trying a little too hard.
Yeah, a little too hard. And it's even flatter for some reason.
Yeah.
It doesn't, this.
Everybody's trying to be, everybody's still trying to capture the magic that the first two Guardians of the Galaxy movies had.
Yeah. Yeah. That thought did occur to me watching this thing. I was like, oh, you're trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. But guess what? You're not from Lake Stevens, and you're not Chris Pratt. Okay?
Cut Pratt. All right. That's it.
That's it.
Thank you, pal. Thank you, everyone. God love you. God bless.
Thanks for listening. Send us your thoughts.
I have the power.
Your prayers. I have the power.
I'll whip the dog shit out of you.